I'm coming at you with a plan with me in my Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud using my Aura Estelle A5 wide inserts. And this week I am using a kit from my shop called Halloweentown. And I thought this would be the perfect like Halloween kit to start with because it does give me very much so like fall vibes despite still being Halloweenish. With the colors, and then also the scenes and things have a lot of leaves and fall foliage and such, and I do have the extras along with the freebie double box, and I am using the bonfire leaves bundle. This did come with this mystery kit that I used last week, and I really wanted to use it with this kit. I wanted to use it with both, but I'm just like really weird about using the same foil 2 weeks in a row, and I thought silver looked really good with this as well, or gold or rose. Any of the foils would look nice with this, but I thought that this one would look extra special awesome on this one because I feel like it's a nice like in between of these two colors. But yeah, I'm really excited to use this. I won't be pulling in any other foil, I don't think. If anything, I will pull in some black icons or something like that. But yeah, I'm really excited for laying down this week. I didn't watch Halloweentown this week, but I still think it's going to be super, super cute. I just finished filming a bit for my September haul, I guess. And there was a truck outside like the whole time, and I was just like getting so annoyed. I was like, all right, whatever, I'm just gonna film it. And then as soon as I was done, the truck left. And I was like, this is my life. So I am using, like I said, the Halloweentown. Wow, my stomach just growled. Kit, and I realized that I used a lot of like double box extender things. I realized that I used the what's it called? The coffee shop kit for Bree's birthday, and then I used this kit, which is Bree's favorite movie, and then Bree comes the next week, which is really cool. So, well, she just left, but I also pulled out my Halloween doodles, and I pulled out the like these are the Disney like magical ones because I thought the colors, there was like colors that will match really well. And then also Halloweentown is a Disney movie, but I also do have my Halloween album, which I did do a video on if you guys want to check that out. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, whoops, that almost fell. Stay, buddy. Okay, so in my sidebar, I'm going to put in that I was actually, how many weeks pregnant was I? Because I don't have it written down. Oh, I can't believe how far into the planner we are. I was, I don't know, actually. Oh, just kidding. I used a kit in between. So 25 weeks. So 25 is either blue, but I'm going to do the gray. I'm using a lot of the gray when I used a lot of the like pastels in the earlier months. So we're going to go ahead and stick that in there. And then I think I'm going to just grab, while I'm thinking about it, some, stay buddy, there you go. Some little leaves to stick in here just to decorate a little bit. Bennett is currently with Nick, TT sleeping, and Bennett is playing with his new Mario Legos that Brie got him, Brie and Bruce, and then Mom and Pap got him the Luigi one, or maybe been the opposite, but he's like so in love. He just loves Legos and puzzles right now. Just keeps him so busy. The puzzles especially, he's like so good at puzzles. I think the biggest one he's done so far is like 75 or 60 pieces. I can't remember. Somewhere around there. But Nick just ordered him a bunch of 100-piece puzzles, and he's just like so speedy at them. So I'm excited to see like how many we can get him up to. So I wanted to put that in there, and then I also wanted to put that Brie comes the next week. So for that, I'm just going to grab actually I might just grab like a spooky little sticker to stick in the sidebar area. Let's do I don't know, they're all orange. Let's just do a plain one. Plain pumpkin, and then I'll write in 1 week till Brie, which we'll talk all about that next week. We had so much fun. I haven't seen Brie in forever since we were both pregnant with our babies. And then on Monday, we went to work, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that with a flag. Nick came with me because I think this day he needed to install a new printer or something along the lines of that. So I'm actually going to grab a printer. I think I have one under my work category. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Yes, I do. All right, let's see. Do we have like a fun colored one that I feel like would match? Or I think I heard you want to go with purple. I feel like this purple is cute. It's like a little lighter than the rest of the purples, but I don't think it like sticks out wild. But I think he had to go to work to like do something with a printer or something along the lines of that. So he went with me. My in-laws babysat. And that looks super cute. I love this foil with this. I really like debated because the week prior is like the foil came with the mystery. But I was like just looking through my kits and I was like, I just feel like this kit will be so good with this foil bundle. I do think I actually have maybe this foil coming in stars, which would have been cute as well for this. I think it's actually releasing next week or this coming week. I think. Let me see. Is it the same foil color? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, stars would have been really cute with it as well because there's the stars in here. But, you know, YOLO, it's okay. But that's an option if you haven't used this kit yet and you want to pick that up. It'll probably be in the shop by the time. Yeah, it'll be in the shop before this Plan With Me goes up. So it's an option for y'all. But it's super cute. I'm pretty sure they're the same foil. Not 100% sure, but it looks the same. So let's hope. So there's that. And then afterwards, we did get lunch and we went shopping. Just like as a little day. We're trying to like kind of enjoy these days we have left prior to having 3 kids because we're definitely going to be a lot more grounded for a while. And I'm going to do like a pattern label in the middle for doing a little bit of shopping. But yeah, we're trying to like do some things before we know that we're not going to be really doing anything for a long time. So basically we went shopping. So for that, I'm just going to grab let's see. I'm just going to grab one of these stickers here. What do we got? I like the little ice cream. I could probably use that sometime. Let's just do a little bow for that. I feel like these colors just look so cute with this. So we went to H&M, Zara, Target, and Nordstrom. So I'm just going to write in shop till you drop. I have a shopping script that's a little long. So shop. We didn't get like a ton of stuff. But we just kind of walked around till you drop. I think at H&M and Zara we got some kid stuff. Bennett needed a lot of he's good now, but he needed some fall clothes. And then Target, I think we probably needed to pick up milk or water, who knows, something along the lines, something basic. And then Nordstrom, Nick got, I think, 2 t-shirts, and that was kind of it. And then for lunch, we did eat at Plank. They have a super cute little like patio area, and this is the second time that we have eaten here. It's at the Domain. And it's quite yummy. It's mostly seafood, so I get whatever. I think I got like a salad and the steak, and then Nick ended up eating some of my steak, and then I took it home, and then I had it for a whole nother meal. So it was definitely perfect because I have been feeling a little bit on the lazy side. Then this was like a really boring day, so you're gonna see like I didn't mark anything interesting. So then I'm going to put in the 2 TV shows that I watched at the very bottom. So I did watch Darcy and Stacy with Nick. And then I also watched Jersey Shore. Which I think this might have been the finale. Or was it the next week? I don't know. It might have been the next week, but I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm also going to put in that I made pot pie for dinner, which was so yummy. So basically I had told y'all I made the, what's it called? I made that applesauce pie, which I have raved to everyone about. So I'm going to use the pizza for Jersey Shore like I normally do. And then I'll use the little face mask for Darcy and Stacy for here. So I raved about it, and I had bought 2 pie crusts and I had only used one, so I was looking for something that I can do with the other one rather than it going to waste. So I went ahead and I'm just going to use another one. I just really want to use up a lot of the Halloween stickers this year. Let's use one of these Ghost Mickeys. I like using so I don't know really what I would mark with the Ghost Mickey unless I was going to Disney, but I like using kind of like these deco-y stickers to mark like random things so I can use up some of my Halloween stickers. But anyways, I had a leftover pie crust and I was looking up things to make, and I made like chicken pot pie and it was so good. So I wanted to put that in. Like I said, whenever I have nothing else to put in, I just put in when I cooked. It was so yummy. So we had that, and then I think we had dessert too, but I don't remember what we had. And then, like I said, I watched Jersey Shore Family Vacation, which I'm so happy. They're actually already filming the next season, which just like, I'm always afraid that it's going to end up getting canceled, which I just really love Jersey Shore. Especially now, I feel like it's more just like chill. So I like that, and I feel like I've been watching it for like, well over a decade now, and I'll just be sad when it does eventually end because it obviously will. Then on Tuesday, again, this was like kind of a boring week because we knew that the next week would be kind of wild and crazy. So this day we did, so cute. This kid is adorable. We did get lunch and breakfast from out. Again, I was feeling like really lazy this week. So let's go ahead and stick that in. For breakfast, we did get Monument Cafe. We picked it up. It's so yummy. So basically, Bennett has been asking for, not Waffle House, but there's a Waffle House story. He's been asking for Holy Bagel for forever, every single day, which is just like a long drive. But we got Monument this day, and now all he wants is Monument because he wants, which is so funny because he wanted a pancake this day. So we ordered him a pancake, and I got my usual, which I usually get, an egg with like, hash browns, bacon, and then I'll get a side of sausage gravy, which their sausage gravy is so good. And I feel like the side's only like 50 cents, which is just insane because you get like a whole thing of it. But I take the potatoes and dip them into the sausage gravy, and Bennett was doing that, and he just kept telling me that he'll share with me, even though it was my food, and he barely ate any of his pancake. We saved it for later. But now all he wants is biscuits and gravy. Or, well, not, well, he wants potatoes and gravy, but he also will dip toast in it or whatever else is laying around. So, he's always been like a huge dipper. I don't know if it's Monument Cafe or Monument Diner. Let's look that up. He's always been a big dipper. Like, he loves, like, everything has to have some kind of dip. It's so funny because I just got Panera yesterday for lunch. That's what, I didn't get anything, but, it's cafe. I didn't get anything, but the boys wanted it, and I was coming home from Walmart, and I was like, I didn't really want to go to Walmart yesterday. I'm, like, so tired, y'all. But I would have had to place an Amazon Fresh order and a Target order because Amazon Fresh didn't have anything. So it's like, I'm just going to run to Walmart and get it all done. They wanted Panera, and Bennett told Nick he wanted mac and cheese, and I'm like, this kid does not want mac and cheese. He wants chicken noodle soup so he could dip the bread in. He just told mac and cheese, and then he was so mad he didn't have chicken noodle soup to dip his bread in. He's like, what do I do with this bread? Like, I don't want to eat it plain. But it was so funny because he's like, no, I want something delicious to dip in it. And I'm like, oh my God, this kid. My stories, they're always just something. Then we went and got In-N-Out for lunch. In-N-Out is not my favorite ever. These are both from my shop. It's not my favorite ever, but I get like a single with no tomato, with onion, and then I get it protein style. I don't know what it is about the bread. I just don't really like it. But this day, the french fries were actually really good. I feel like the french fries is usually my biggest gripe at In-N-Out. They usually taste like cardboard. It's In-N-Out, but, you know, we're already and so it's just going to stay there. But the french fries were actually really good this day, which was disappointing because normally we get 2 fries, but we never finish them. So we just got 1 fry for all 3 of us, 4 of us to share. And they were so good this day. They were like not hard and hollow, and they were like just perfectly cooked. So we did that as well and ate that in the car. And then I put in that I cuddled the boys. So let's just grab another patterned label, well, third box, I guess, and I'll just go ahead and grab a little Bennett and Theo sticker for cuddling. I'm just gonna grab the cuddle script. I just today placed a huge order. I placed 2 huge orders a year for foil. Basically, I try to keep it under control and just, easy to, what's coming in and whatever. So I placed my big order already, and I decided to place another small order today of some things that I am excited about. I definitely wasn't planning on doing them, but Candace just has complained so much that I don't have them that I decided to finally do them. So whenever you see them, I will tell you about them, and y'all can thank her for them. So I'm going to put in that I cuddled with the boys, and then I was super tired, and I continued watching Sex/Life. I don't know if you say the slash in there. Which I decided I don't really like that. Like, after I finished it, I was like, whatever. It was kind of a little bit of a waste of my time. So, for being tired, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the little, candle pumpkin in here because it looks super cute. We're just going to write Tired AF in here. I do have a lot of Tired AF scripts, but they're not in this foil color. I'm not trying to do a mixed metal moment today. So for Sex/Life, I'm just going to call it Sex Life. I'm going to put that in. I feel like everyone was talking about it, especially the specific scene. So I wanted just to watch it because I was bored, and I just didn't want to watch anything serious, which I feel like all I have left on my list of things to watch are more serious TV shows. As far as my list of things that I could watch by myself. So I started watching it, and it's fine, interesting, but at the end I was like, okay, cool. So then on Wednesday we had McDonald's for breakfast. I think I'm just gonna grab another one of these. I'll do the candy corn because it's cute. I feel like these colors, they just match. They just look good. Even though that orange isn't exact, I feel like it's just a good match. So we're going to put in McDonald's. I also had Starbucks. I've been on a Starbucks kick again. McDonald's. Probably had a hash brown. And then we had a Crate and Barrel delivery this day, which we literally ordered this Crate and Barrel order forever ago. How long ago was it? I think it was February we placed this order, so it's been a while. And the estimated time of delivery was not 7 months. It was not close to that. So I was really excited that finally came in. I'll grab another label for that. So we ordered these big hutch display cabinet type things. So those finally came in, which was nice. That was the last thing we were waiting on that we ordered. So I'm just going to put a little house sticker for that. I always mention when I'm using fun foil bundles, I like to pull in as many of the, icons and scripts as possible because I think it really brings in the foil beyond just the base. I also, whenever I was doing the base, I kind of wish I would have pulled in either white or black date numbers because I feel like the orange really gets lost in there. But I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just something that after I put down 2 of them, I was kind of wish I would have thought about it a little bit more. Really excited for Halloween and Christmas spreads though. I don't know. I just feel I love the holiday season. Halloween's not my favorite. I like Halloween a lot. But Christmas is just where it's at for me. So I'm just really excited. And then for hanging out with Bennett, I'm just going to grab one of the whatever is in our category here. We got this one. The colors aren't, where we need them to be, but honestly it doesn't stick out too much, I don't think. So for hanging out with Bennett, I'm just gonna write hang with B. We probably watched some shows or did an activity, who knows. Honestly, Bennett, I was telling Bree when we were talking about I having 2 kids. I feel like 2 kids is easier than 1 now. And then I also love having kids because it's having built-in best friends. And I feel like hanging out with Bennett is my favorite thing to do, especially at this age, because He's just so fun. It's literally like having a built-in best friend, and I just love it. So then this is so gross. Okay, I'm going to stick this in here, but we'll explain as I figure it out. Sorry if you can hear the airplane. Then we're starting to do 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom one I'll do a pattern. Let's do the purple. So I watched more of Sex Life this day. I finished it this week, so I won't have to mark it again. If there's a second season, I will debate highly on watching it because I don't know if I care. Also, You, I think, has a season coming out soon. And I'm also like, do I want to watch it? I don't even know. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like, will you watch either of those shows the next season? Do you plan on it? Do you not plan on it? Do you know why? Let me know. Then I wanted to put in that I skipped Monster Movie Night and I took a bath this night, which I felt really guilty about because it was the last Monster Movie Night because there was only 10 episodes of that show, which is the Monsters at Work, and I took a bath. I felt bad about it, but I was just like really tired and I did not feel good. I'm definitely like slowing down a lot. So for that, I'm just going to grab this little candle from the sheet for taking a bath. I'm just going to stick that like so with the little bath script. And then I also just cuddled the boys prior, but we're going to just mark that after because it is okay. So I'm just going to grab one of these little Happy Day little bear families, which I really need to order the other one. I'm going to pay attention if she has a release soon. With maybe some like, I don't remember even seeing her release Halloween stickers this year. I'll have to look with the boys. And then I wanted to put this in. It's really gross, but TMI is apparently my thing. So basically, this has never happened to me before in my entire life. But I have had the worst armpit stink in the whole entire world. Why am I using a star? I don't know. But I never have an issue ever with anything. But I could walk around Disney if I'm wearing deodorant and I don't stink. But I don't know. It's definitely a pregnancy thing. I've talked to a couple people and they're like, yeah, that happened to me. But God, it was so bad. I had to switch deodorant and take like showers like multiple times a day. But I was just like, for some reason, armpit stink was next level, like gross. And like I said, I'm the kind of person that if I'm chilling at home, normally I don't have to wear deodorant. So this was weird because I was wearing deodorant, chilling at home, and still smelled like I wasn't wearing deodorant and just ran like a marathon. No idea what was going on. Probably a pregnancy thing, but it's like cleared up now. But I was just like, what is wrong with me? I literally was like, Nick, what, like am I decaying? Like it was gross. Oh, I need to drink it. Yeah, I looked it up as normal, so here we are. Then on Thursday, Bennett and I went to Target this morning. What did we get at Target? I don't remember. I don't know. We're just going to put it in. Let's go ahead and use a half box. Just a little get out of the house early morning date. He did get a cake pop. That's what he got. He is obsessed with the Fox Cake Pops. It's just like the coolest thing to him. So we got one of those at Starbucks and just perused around Target. So for going to Target, I think I'm just going to use a little Halloween basket here. I'm going to use the orange one for Target with B. And then afterwards, I think we put away all of the books in our bookcase finally, which we were really slacking on it. So this looks like it could be like a box of cereal, but I think it could also be a book. So I'm just going to use this as a book. So put away books, which had been on our list of things to do for a while, but because we had company coming, we really wanted to get our booties in gear and finally get everything put away for the most part. Brie opened a cabinet underneath my island and she's like, what's in here? And I'm like, that's where I started putting stuff whenever I gave up. There's just like that, just underneath my island is just, there's a lot of stuff down there, but we're just not going to talk about it. That's like a later me problem. I didn't think anybody would go down there, but you know, Brie ain't going to judge me. Then I cuddled the boys in the movie room for a while this day and watched Bluey, which is their new obsession, which is on Disney. I'm going to use one of these. I'm just going to use the gray one or the orange. Gray, orange. So we watched Bluey, which is cute. It's funny because actually Brie told me about Bluey a really long time ago. And there's like over 100 episodes of Bluey, which is just wild to me. But it is like a cute show. So we watched Bluey with boys. And then afterwards, I'm just going to put in cuddle time because I need something else to fill this space. And then I started looking at furniture for Theo's room. I kind of want to get something ordered, maybe before I give birth, just so I don't have to worry about it. So for cuddling, I'm just going to put in a little pillow. I want to get something ordered because I think when he's 2, he might get switched into a regular bed, I think, 2-ish. So I just want to get it ordered so it's ready. Everything can have time to be delivered, and whenever he's ready to transition, it'll all be there for him. Right now, he just has a crib in his room and like a chair and like a little calyx. That's basically it. So I wanted to get his stuff ordered. So I started looking, and it's just like, I looked everywhere, and then I just was like, I just want to order what I got for Bennett, but in a different color because I just don't feel like trying to figure it out. Because in each of their rooms, I want them to have a desk, some kind of like dresser type situation, and then a bed and a nightstand. But I feel like a lot, and I just like the matching because I don't want to like think about it. And both the baby's and Bennett's stuff is matching. They're actually both the same but different colors, so I kind of want to buy Theo the third color and just be done. But yeah, I was looking elsewhere to see if I could find something else to give him like a different vibe. But I think I'm just going to go with exactly what everyone else has in a different color. They do all have different pieces. Like they'll all have different desks, dressers, things like that. Beds even. But I just feel like it's so much easier. I'm just so lazy. That's just what it comes down to. So for doing that, I'm just going to grab another sticker from here, I think. Let's just grab the little pumpkin. I think would be cute for looking at Theo furniture. Kind of works out though, because I feel like the 3 different colors that it's offered in like kind of goes with the vibe. So Theo furniture. So hopefully we'll get that ordered soon. To measure it all out first, because I am definitely the person who has ordered things not measured and then been like, why was I so lazy? It's a problem. So I wanted to put in 3 different shows that we watched this night. So this night we started watching 1, 2, 3, 4. We started watching the other 2, which is on HBO. It looked kind of light and easy, so I was like, all right, let's do it. I think it was a preview. I was watching Gossip Girl, a couple weeks ago, and it was a preview of, like a show, obviously. And I was like, this looks kind of interesting, and I was going to watch it by myself, but I was like, Nick, do you want to watch this? And he was like, yeah, sure, we'll try it. And he thought it was funny, so here we are watching it. So that's a new show we're watching. Let me move these up just a smidge. And then we also watched Welcome to Plathville, which I think is it his 2nd season or its 3rd season? I don't even know. So let's go ahead and grab the TV. We'll use that for the other 2. And then I'll use the little computer for this. And then for behind the attraction, do I want to use like a little sticker because it's like Disney? I think I do. I'm going to use the little pumpkin ice cream bar because why not? So we were watching Plathville is a really hard one for me to think about how it's spelled. So we're behind the attraction we were watching. I think I think it was like the Disneyland. It was the hotels one. And I just feel like sometimes like there's so much information in those behind the attraction that I end up being like, all right, let's pause this because I'm so tired and I want to like know all these things. So that's when we started watching the other two, which is funny. It kind of reminds me of like the Mick almost. We're just going to put it 2 there. And then above that, I am going to put in that for dinner, we made waffles and bacon. So I had made waffles a couple of weeks ago, and Nick was like, they're okay, they're fine. But he was like, does Waffle House sell their mix? And I looked it up, and they do. It's kind of a little bit expensive, I think, but also I haven't compared it with other waffle mixes on the market, but I feel like it is. So I ordered one just to try once and see how it was, and it was so good. I went and ordered, they have like a multi-pack, so there's like a little bit of like a discount on it. But it was so yummy. It tasted just like Waffle House, except for my waffle iron. I feel like the waffles are a little bit thicker than theirs are. But otherwise, like, it was so good. So if you ever thought about buying the mix and you're like, I don't know, it does taste like pretty much exactly the same as Waffle House. So it was delicious, and I bought more. So it was good. It was good. Then on Friday, we had Monument again because Bennett had been bugging us for it. So we finally gave in and got it again this morning. He wanted more of those potatoes and the sausage gravy. And then I worked this day on cleaning the guest room because it was trashed. Basically, the guest room had, which is going to be the baby's room eventually, had become kind of like a catch-all situation. I'm going to use one of these stickers. I think that'd be cute. Just like a little cookie. Had been a catch-all for everything, like anything that we're like, oh, needs to be put in a bin, goes in the garage, put it in the guest room. So I had to do that. Monument Cafe. And then for cleaning that, I'm just going to I'll use like the little shirt, because I also there's a bunch of Disney stuff in there because we did plan on going to Disney and then we canceled the trip. So we had like all of our Disney bins with like Disney stuff that we take, or like Disney like shirts and things like that. So there was a ton of like bins of that. So I had to basically condense everything and organize them into bins, and then eventually we'll put those in the garage. But right now they're just in the closet there. But that took like basically all day. But it's nice to also have that done too. Then afterwards, I put in that. I just hung out with the boys. So we cleaned out our old house finally. We moved all the stuff. We did that a couple of weeks ago. So Nick has been selling some things that we didn't want, that were still like good. So I'm going to put this in here, I think. Yeah. So this day he had a lot of like drop-offs to do, or like meeting at the storage unit. So me and the boys just hung out most of the day after I cleaned, and Nick did a lot of like running around. And then afterwards I did finish Sex Life this day, and I was just like, ugh, whatever. I didn't really get the ending, but also like, I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. And then we also watched the other two. So let's go ahead and stick those in there. I did a lot of TV watching this week, apparently. So let's just grab this for here. And then for that, let's just do... I guess we'll use the little phone or something. It doesn't really matter. I guess I could have pulled out the black ones, but the black icons, or like the white icons. But again, I always think of these things too late. But maybe if I think about it this time, next time I'll remember when I'm doing a spread and have a lot of... It's right that even smaller next time. Next time I'm doing a spread and have a lot of TV shows I'm doing a fun foil, I need to pull out the black and the white ones for sure. Then on Saturday, I put in that we just tidied up a lot more in the morning. Again, just getting everything ready and cleaned and put away laundry and things like that. And then we got food from this place. I should have put this in my planner, but I'll talk about it now, and then like it's memorialized in the video and not in my planner. But I had a thing the night before where all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got hungry for peanut butter fudge. I cannot tell you the last time this girl here had peanut butter fudge. I can't. I don't remember. I don't even, like, it might have been 10 years ago. It's been a long time. So I was Googling where I could buy it because I didn't have all the ingredients, and also I had to go, well, I had almost all the ingredients. I didn't have confectionery sugar. And I could have went and bought confectionery sugar, but till I went out and bought it and then came home, you have to make it and then you have to let it cool for 2 hours. I was like, this is the whole thing. I literally was up all night thinking about peanut butter fudge and how much I wanted it. It sounds so good right now too, but I don't have confectionery sugar. But I just made a cake, so I'll just like sub it out. Whew. Anyways, I don't know why. I literally, like I said, it's probably been over 10 years since I've had peanut butter fudge, and I never had like a thing. Like I never was like obsessed with it. I just probably had it randomly, but I could not stop thinking about it. So I was like Googling, trying to find like candy shops, but like all the candy shops that are like anywhere close, remotely close to me, don't have peanut butter fudge apparently. So in my journey, I found this cute little like sandwichy shop. That I was like, all right, let's eat lunch here tomorrow. It just looked like something that Nick would like, and they had a burger, so I was like, I will eat here, and Nick liked it. But I had mac and cheese, and he thought it was really good. So that's my tangent for that. So for tidying up, I'm just going to use an icon inside of like a little layering piece. But yeah, the peanut butter fudge thing was just honestly kind of next level, like why? But I could not stop thinking about it the night before, and I was like kind of going like a little crazy. So there's that for cleaning. I actually think I have a clean script, so that'd be cute next to it. This actually is a really cute little combo here. Like, come on. That's adorable. Then for lunch, like I said, we did get food from out. I used so many stickers from here. Let's use a little coffee cup. I think this is what it's called, Greenhouse Local Eats. So hopefully it was good. I definitely need to eat it again. It reminded me of North's Burger, which I do like. Greenhouse Local Eats. It was good. And then afterwards, we just watched some more Bluey all day. Well, the boys like play and intermittently watch it, but you know, if it's on, I'm going to watch it probably. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick in a little fam situation. Watch Bluey. That's basically what I did. I watched Bluey, read some books to them, did whatever, and hung out and played. Then for dinner, we did have hibachi, which I haven't had in a while actually, but it just sounded really good. I wish I would like the to-go app had a like easy way to order more vegetables, because the vegetables there are like next level delicious. Like I could eat a pound of them. I just love it. I love zucchini. It's my favorite. So we had hibachi this day. And then afterwards, I took a bath and I didn't do my nails, but I did my nails. It doesn't really make sense. I can't really describe it. Y'all know. You probably don't know. Do I have nails? Yes, we do. Let's use the little nail polish bottle, even though I didn't do my nails. Just did a foot scrub, filed my nails, did the whole thing. So I'm just going to write pamper. super, super cute. And then afterwards, I did watch Riverdale because there was a few episodes that I needed to catch up on. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in. And then I also started watching, which I'm so behind, I know, don't make fun of me. I started watching Love is Blind. Is there only the one season? I think Amanda texted me something about it. And we'll use a little heart for Love is Blind, right? Yeah. And then for Riverdale, I'll just use a little like drink, drink. It's kind of like Pop's milkshake. So Amanda texted me something about it, and I was like, yeah, I haven't watched it. And then again, I had finished the show the day before, and it was on like the suggested. Why did I write life? It's Love is Blind. We're just gonna leave it, call it a day. So I decided to start watching it. And it's interesting. I have opinions, but I don't know. I need to watch more. I think I watched an episode and a half. But I'm interested to see what happens. Then afterwards on Sunday, Nick and I went to work. So for that, where are my flags? Let's grab one of these. Before going to work, I'm going to stick in a Dymo label in black from my shop, and then grab a work sticker. Went to work to print labels and such, and then we had to go downtown because Bree is vegan, and we were gonna do Bennett's birthday while they were here because otherwise it would have just been us and the in-laws, which would have been fine. So we did last year. But we figured it's close enough to his birthday that it's like a might as well situation. So Bree's vegan and she wouldn't have eaten the cake. I wonder if she actually took the cake. I should probably go check my freezer. So we got her like another cake, and then also is close to Pap's birthday, which is Bree's grandfather. So we ended up using that as like his birthday cake, which was super cute. He did not see it coming. So we had to pick up the cake, and it was downtown. So for that, I'm just going to use the little balloon, which it was super cute. Pick up cake. And then the night before, I was like, all right, well, if we're going to be downtown, let's order some food. So we got food from Lynn Asian Bar, and they have, in my opinion, the best soup dumplings I've ever had in my entire life. They are so delicious. My mouth's watering. I think I need to get them again before I give birth. They have takeout, and you can pre-order it like days before. I have like technically a soup dumpling sticker, but this will do. But they put them in like little containers. It was so cute. But I haven't had it since, before the pandemic. It's like always super, super, super busy, especially on the weekends. But because we were able to order it the night before, it worked out really well. But it was just so delicious. I really want to go down again and get it. And it's just so convenient that so many restaurants and things like that in Austin have kept the like to-go, takeout, curbside situation. And I'm just so thankful. And it's just so delicious. If you're ever in Austin and like soup dumplings, try them. Let me know what you think. But I just think they are delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious. So we got that, ate that in the car, and then on the way home we stopped at Target. I went to Target 3 times this week. This was, I think, a curbside pickup, but I don't remember what we picked up. Might have been diapers. I think they had a diaper deal. We always wait for the diaper deal because it's like, I think actually this week it was $30 gift card for $100 spent, which is just the best time to buy diapers. So I'm pretty sure that's what the situation was. So for that, I'm just going to grab a little icon with a layering piece here. So good. I think we actually bought, I don't think they had the size 6, which we needed. So I think we ended up buying wipes, which we needed, and then we bought baby diapers. So we bought a pack of newborn and then a pack of size 1. So we might have bought 2 packs of size 1s. I don't remember totally, but it's the best time to buy diapers because we're getting close. And got a couple packs of diapers. Then I took a nap this day. I was so tired, y'all. So tired. I haven't taken a nap in a minute. And actually, I just took a nap yesterday. So I'm a nap city right now. I'm going to use a little shirt sticker because these are cute. I'm going to use the pumpkin one. But yeah, I took a nap this day. I was so tired. It's so funny because yesterday when I took a nap, Nick came down after like an hour or so. And he's like, hey, wake up, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, how'd you know I was sleeping? He's like, Andrea, if I don't get a text or a FaceTime call or something from you whenever you say, like, I'm going to lay down for a minute, then I know you're sleeping. And I was like, yeah, that's right. That's true. Then afterwards, I'm going to put in that I watched Love is Blind. That's a little bit like of a big space for that, but it's okay. So we're just going to use this. I think I watched like half of an episode, while Nick was putting the boys to bed. So I'm just going to use the larger TV since it's like a larger section. I'm just going to stick it on here and write Love is Blind. I'm also watching the new season of The Circle. Last night I watched one episode, just the first episode. And then also Lucifer came out, which I'm just not ready for. So we're going to watch that eventually. Well, I am. Then afterwards, we watched Jersey Shore Family Vacation, which I guess this was the finale of that, not the one that we watched prior. So we watched Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And then this day, I ordered Tiff's Treats. I ordered it like a little bit earlier, but I really wanted their M&M cookies, which I don't think in my lifetime I've ever been like M&M cookies are for me type thing. But they are for me. I didn't know it, and I'm obsessed with M&M cookies. So I ordered them and Tiff's Treats. I think they might be only Austin. I'm not sure. So what was your Jersey Shore? We'll just put some French fries. I feel like all food stickers remind me of Jersey Shore because they remind me of Mike. So let's put that in there. So I'll write Fam Vacation. I wrote Jersey Shore on the other one. What was I saying? So ordered Tiff Treats. So basically, we'll use one of these stickers here. They bring you warm cookies. So they like bake them and then they just like bring them on over. So I ordered that. They're so delicious. I don't know what it is about the M&M cookies. But I also ordered snickerdoodle and peanut butter, which would be my like second and third favorite. Then I went to bed really early this night, like at 9. Like at 9 I was sleeping, which is early for me. And Nick stayed up super late this night playing video games with his friends. I was kind of like, you always complain you're tired, but stay up late and play video games. It makes sense. So I went to bed at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. sleep. And then Nick was up playing games with his friends till 1 in the morning. He's just nuts. So let's go ahead and stick that in. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And I woke up at 1:30 and I was like, what time is it? Where am I? What's going on? Like, I just felt like discombobulated because I conked so fast. So for Nick staying up super late, I actually have a perfect sticker for this too. This. I'm going to do this one. So this is literally Nick. So this one that's like half asleep. Like kind of looks like he's a little bit gone. We're going to use that one. So Nick stayed up super late and played video games. Usually we're in bed by 10. So, well, we're in bed by 10. Well, we're in bed way earlier than that. But we usually sleep by like 10:30, 11. So Nick up late. Actually, right. So late. And that's everything for this week. Let me go ahead and stick this back in my planner and I'll be right back. Planner is getting fat. Like, look how, like when I open it, look how close it is to the, like, there's not a lot of room there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit, like, the rest of the year in here. I mean, maybe. Just, like, once it starts to get like this, it's going to be, like, real close. That's making me nervous, but we will see. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a couple of these little leaves in here. I have a lot of spaces where it's kind of empty. I like sticking them where there's no other foil really, just to kind of zhuzh up the area. But yeah, this week was fun. It was definitely very much so a like prep week because we knew we had company coming. Obviously, we haven't had company in like 100 years. And especially since we moved. So we wanted to get everything done. A lot of hanging out, a lot of me watching TV shows at night and relaxing because I keep saying I've been definitely winding down a lot. Coming into the 3rd trimester, I'm definitely more tired and just in general kind of sleepy. So I really love the way that this turned out. I love this foil bundle with this kit. I definitely don't have any regrets with it. Like I said, the only thing is I feel like it also would have looked really good with the star version of this foil color. But I'm not mad at the leaves. I think the leaves are just super cute as well. But if you haven't used this kit and you want like a foil bundle for it, I personally think that this foil bundle or the star one in the bonfire is like a really good choice. And then if you didn't notice, I did omit this header color just because I thought that the glitter header overlays would pop more against the other colors because I feel like this color is a little close to the foil color. But like otherwise, I just think this is such a cute kit. I actually think that this was the best, as of right now, is the best-selling Halloween kit out of all of them. So I think it was this one, and then the next one actually was Hocus Pocus, which was a reformat, which usually reformats, like, they sell well, but they don't usually compete with, like, new exclusive art. But that was the second best-selling, which was awesome. So, but yeah, this was definitely the top-selling so far. So here are the leftovers. So I do have a couple of stickers on this sheet. Probably will be decluttering that. And then I have this matte sampler, which I'll be keeping. And then the icons and the scripts I'll be keeping as well, just to put with the other bundle that I have in this color. And then I will be, I wish I would have thought about this better, but I'll be decluttering these because I will have plenty with the other foil bundle. And then here are the other stickers. And I do put these in a pile and we'll be doing some giveaways in the future of my kit leftovers. But I normally don't save these personally, but I know a lot of people save their leftovers and either pull them apart and put them with multicolor, or they will do like Franken spreads in the future. I guess it probably just depends on how many full boxes you have left. But that is everything for this week. I hope y'all liked this week's plan with me, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.